Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. Just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
That's a nicer one. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we catch our first Alabama bass. We are down here in Lake Guntersville. We've never been here before. We are fishing with Chad Hoover from kayakbassfishing and JT Hickman from Fishin with Gramps. We know Gramps, he's dying to get that frog bite, so he's over there working that right now. I'm working the Cinco currently around some weed beds, and Chad's working the chatterbait. I think Chad's caught a few already, so come along for the ride and see how we make out today. We are in Guntersville, boys. Gramps is unloading. We're getting ready to rock. All right, guys, we got a bunch of grass out here. So we're gonna start with the chatterbait and run along top of it. See if we can get an early morning bite on that chatterbait. I think Chad's throwing the whopper plopper. I did bring some poppers with me, but I don't have it tied on right now. You can see how much grass there is, but it's what we're fishing over right now with the lipless. And right out in front of us, there's a bunch of pads. They're starting to form. Water temperature is about 66 degrees. So we're fishing around these pads and grass with the lipless. And we're probably going to change over to some soft plastics later today too as well. We do have the chatterbait and Cinco, of course. Always got to have the Cinco tied on somewhere, right? And I may even try a crankbait if it's not too grassy, but we may have to stick with the lipless. You know, it's new water to us, so we got to learn this lake. Hopefully we can learn a little bit about it today, so when we come back down for the national championship, I'll have some knowledge about it. It's got hooked on a weed. Got JT and Chad over there. Chad's trying to get JT on the frog bite. So we're going to leave them alone and let them do their thing. And hopefully JT can get his frog bite and get a fish in the boat on the frog. So really today's more of a fun trip, obviously. We're down here working on the headquarters for Chad, and he says, well, you're coming all this way, you got to fish too, so we brought our kayak down. But yeah, we've been doing some work over the headquarters. We're going to be building some benches and stuff for him, and work benches and all that good jazz, and see what we can get done in a few days while we're down here and squeeze in a little bit of fishing. So it's about 7:49. It's been a very slow start this morning. I think Chad got one fish, I think, when he was ahead of me. We're just not getting anything to bite yet, so we may be going over to the Cinco or something a little slower, see if we can sight cast them or what, because I mean it's very clear water. All right, well, Chad got a fish right in front of us, so that's good. Well, it still counts as my first Alabama bass. Got a total of 8 inches right there, baby. 8 inches of Alabama. Well, Chad's bringing one into the boat now too. All right, so we feel a little better now. We got one bass in the boat, if you want to call that a fish, but it still counts. Now we're gonna go after it with a chatterbait along the grass here again. There's some big bass amongst all this grass, and we just missed one. It was probably an 8-pounder, but they are just lingering inside all these little pockets. So that's what we're fishing right now, trying to get one to bite. And we saw one just a few inches below the water, and as soon as I threw the Cinco, it took off. But they are in this, amongst all this grass and weeds. It just came across the same one I saw before, but as soon as it saw me, it took off. The water is just super clear. Just don't know if I can get the bite, but we'll try a little bit if it just keeps lingering around. And it's not super big, it's probably only about 2 pounds. There's a big boy. Oh, that's a carp. Thought that was a bass, that was a carp. I don't know, it's just the water's just too clear for us to do this. We keep spooking them, so we'll get out of these this weeds and grass, get back out into the channels a little bit, and go back to the probably the Mini Max. We've been using that. See if we can get anything else on that. But before we do that, we may try a little bit more over here. What's up with the dinks? I don't know, is this worth taking a picture with? Maybe the only other fish I catch today, we'll see. Might as well take a picture with it. Alright guys, fish on! That's a nicer one. Not bad guys, not bad. We'll take it. We will take it. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. This is what I was seeing over in the grass before. So that's a nice one. Let's get a quick measurement on him, see what he's like. Let's see what he's like. It's nice when you get a little bit of a harder thump, you know it's going to be a bigger fish. Yeah, I thought he'd be a little bit bigger than that. He's about 17 and a half. But that's a nice fish, guys. Alright, that makes us definitely feel a little better that we got rid of those 2 dinks before. Just want to send a little picture to the wife. She's back home in South Carolina. So we'll send her a picture and let her know that we're doing okay finally. They are here amongst these weeds in the Cinco. I'm just doing a slow presentation. You know, Chad's catching them on the chatterbait. I haven't had too much luck on a chatterbait, but I know it's a good bait and a lot of people do. It's just, if you guys follow me, you know. But you know, we're a big soft plastics and crankbait, but man, these Cincos are to me, they always kill it. You just got to find them. So let's keep getting after it. All right guys, fish on. Not a giant, but it's another one. Right in the weeds. Probably about 12 inches. Well, you know when you're on the water and you can hear Chad from a mile away. He's on the phone, of course, and he's working as always. Guy never takes a break, even when he's fishing. All right, guys. It's either I'm in the weeds or it's a bigger one. It's a nice one. Oh, he's all in the weeds. Yeah, that's a nice one, guys. There you go. Another nice fish. A little bit of solid with it. I'd probably say he was another 17 and a half, 18-inch fish there. I didn't want to measure him. I could kind of tell how long that is by looking at it, but Cinco's still hot, baby. Cinco is still hot. Ah, ripped it out of his mouth. Just missed another one, guys. I ripped it out of his mouth. Alright. Another little 12-incher, guys. Another little 12-inchers. Alright, relax there, Tonto. Alright guys, that's fish number 5. All right, guys. Ah, I think he broke me off. All right, guys, fish number 6. He came off. He came off. Damn it. That felt like a nice one. I lost him in the weeds. Lost him in the weeds. So obviously with still the activity we're having on the Cinco, we're not going to change baits. We're going to keep fishing the weeds. Not going to change what we're doing because it's working. We're going to keep after it, guys. We're going to keep after it. Yeah, I should have never said fish number 6 because I said fish number 6 and he comes off. So we're not going to count it till it gets back to the boat next time. We will just say fish on and hopefully we get him back to the boat instead of losing them. You hit that so lightly, didn't even feel him. Now it seems like the late morning bite's definitely been better. Getting a little picture for the misses. I probably put him about 14 and a half, 15. It's a nice color. Let's get him back in the water. All right, now we can say fish number 6 because we got him in the boat once again on the Cinco, but that was a very, very light hit, and I didn't even know I had him on until I started pulling back on it. I thought I had it stuck on some weeds, but then I realized I had it in his mouth. So that's fish number 6 on the Cinco at Lake Guntersville in Alabama. We'll be excited to come back here in November for the Knucklehead series. Whether we fish on a team or we do the fish off on Friday, we will see. We will see. So we got JT here. I think he gave up on the frog. Poor guy still can't get that bite on that frog.
I had 2 little blow-ups, but no catches yet. I'll pick it back up here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I need to get a fish on the board first.
Yeah. But we'll get it.
Feel every weed that this Cinco ticks.
Nice, we got a little fish for JT. Nice. Hold that up for the crowd.
Debo dink for the win.
So as I'm heading back here, I can see a lot of like 14, 15-inch fish just cruising. The water is really clear. There's a bigger one right there, actually. It's probably about 18 inches. It's past us, but we're on our way back to the ramp, guys. We got work to do at HQ. We have to get done because we got some volunteers coming tomorrow to do some painting. So I have to get some little bit of carpentry work done. And maybe we can get some more fishing done on Saturday. We gotta see how it goes, guys. Definitely beautiful scenery. Look how nice it is with the mountains in the background. It's definitely an awesome lake. Can't wait to come back here again for sure. Had a good time today. So Chad and JT are still out trying to get JT the frog bite before we get off the water today. We're done, we're back, we're tired. But hopefully, JT comes back with a story that he got the frog bite, but we'll keep you posted on social media for that. But all in all, we had a good day. Chad got a bunch on the chatterbait. I did all my damage on the Cinco. I did miss a bite this morning on the lipless, and the weeds kind of came off, and we had a few missed on the Cinco as well in the weeds, in the grass itself and the weeds, mix of both. It was our first trip here to Lake Guntersville, so we look forward to coming back. We look forward to doing more content with JT, fishing with Gramps, and Chad Hoover at Kayak Bass Fishing. The Knucklehead series, the Hero Cup coming up Veterans Day weekend here at Lake Guntersville, so we'll definitely be back for that. But all in all, we're happy with the outcome for the day, guys. So I hope you guys liked this video. As always, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you guys in the water. See you soon.